Welcome, soul family, to another reading. Today we are looking at the personality for Minho. Now, I didn't realize actually that I've not done his personality. He's one of my favorites, and today we will look at his personality, and we will go through his personality spread, the career spread, and then at the end we will look at his love life, the past, present, and future. Now, for anyone who's new to this channel, please subscribe. I would love to hear from you all on the comments on how the reading goes. You can check the community post to see the videos which are being planned for the month, and you can put your request over there. So please subscribe. Thank you. Let's get to the reading now. Spirit, please show me. Spirit, please show me the personality for Minho. As usual, a very interesting spread. Surprising, I knew a bits of his personality, but the spread is showing so many things more. Alright, so we see with the Seven of Pentacles, we see this as a central nature. And you have a person over here who's, who has put in hard work, who has put in efforts, and he's waiting for the, to reap the fruits of his labor. And this is a patient person. He knows how to wait for things. He knows things, everything has its own time. He's not somebody who will hurry someone just because, he wants it right now. He knows everything takes time and he's patient with it. And surprisingly, I really didn't think he was such a patient guy, but he is. And if you see, his central influence in his life is relationships. It is, when he does find the love of his life, it's going to be the most important person to him. I think, relationships as such, he's someone who puts relationships as first priority. Because when you have a Two of Cups, it's not just necessarily romantic. This shows that as a central influence, this shows that love and relationships have been ruling his life. This is what I would say. He's ruled by his emotions, by his relationships. He will give up things which he desires for and choose his relationship over it. That is the kind of person he is. And he's someone, the thing about is, some people wait and then they keep complaining about being made to wait. He's not like that. He's smiling and he's looking at his crops growing. So he's someone who keeps putting, effort, and then he likes to see the fruit of that effort. Then he puts in more, and then he sees the fruits of that. So he's somebody who is, not that agitated, complaining all the time. He's someone who's actually very adjusting and who will, just wait till the fruit, is completely ripe and not pluck it before that. Now, in his past, we have the Tower card. So he's gone through a lot of difficulties in the past. Maybe not, I don't know how much the public knows, but definitely he's gone through a tough past. Maybe he had an accident also, I think, when he was much younger. I think I've read about that. But it's not been easy. I mean, he's very hardworking to have rebuilt everything from what he lost. Because something obviously, there are many things which have happened in the past where he feels he's been hit by lightning quite often, where suddenly something happens and your life comes to a full stop. So he has been hit by that many times before, where he feels he has lost everything and he had to jump out, or he escaped, on a very by a very slim chance he escaped whatever happened. So that has happened in his past and in the future. But we have a bright influence coming. We have the Knight of Wands. He has a very bright future. He's a very mature, passionate, full of ideas, innovative guy. He may have sometimes, he might feel insecure about some of his ideas. He might wonder whether, do I try this? Is it going to work? So he might think a lot before he does things. He might, but he is so brimming, full of passion, full of life, full of creativity, and a very good influence, I would see, in his future that is coming. What does he identify with? Again, as I say, he has wands here, he has wands here. He identifies being the King of Wands. It's funny that, you would end up thinking, okay, he would have identified with the King of Cups, but he actually doesn't. Even though relationships are so important to him, he's not the King of Cups where, he will write emotional poems to someone. Rather, he will take the person out on a fun journey, on a fun date, and have adventure with that person, rather than, sit and maybe read a book or something with a person. He is more of action kind of guy. He likes doing things. He don't want to be sitting at home and reading something. He does read, but he is all into, doing something about it, full of ideas. Again, because with the Wands we have a lot of passion. He wants to do a lot more with his career. That also is there. And he identifies himself as a king because he's already reached a very good position in his career. And he identifies being that. He identifies getting the privileges of being a king. And he feels in this life he's been blessed, and he has got whatever he's wanted. He'll make a good leader. He's someone who leads from the front. He is someone who will, not shy away from challenges. The second identity card we have is Death, which shows, that he will go through processes of being reborn again and again, where a lot of change comes. I don't know the difficulties in his life. So even though his life looks very rosy and shiny on the outside, inside he has gone through a lot of change. And change in the sense soul transforming change. Whenever the Death card comes, is like, it's like as if who you are is going to die and someone new is going to come up. So he has gone through all of these identity shifts inside himself. Like, he would not be able to recognize who he was 5 years back, or even, and that person would not recognize the person he was 5 years back. So there's been tremendous shift in his personality. Every I would say 5 years, or every 2-3 years, he completely shifts and completely different from who he was before. We have in the public eye, we have the 5 of Cups. So in the public, yes, he looks alone, and he looks that he has lost something, and his personality is, I don't think he likes the public eye so much. He would actually try to shy away. If he had some choice, he would not do any sort of marketing, and he would shy away from it all. Even though it doesn't appear, he looks very charming when he comes on screen, and even when he talks in his interviews. But if he's the kind of person who really doesn't like doing it. He does it because he has to, and he would rather go away and shy away from something like that and do things. I think he's very private. In his personal life, he takes good logical decisions. He is also affected by the moon in his personal life. He can be moody. He is moody depending on the moon cycle. So there are some times when he's very joyful, and then sometimes he might go into depression. But yes, logic does save him, and he tries to be fair. He's very fair and takes logical decisions in his private life. So even if somebody comes, let's say, have a relationship problem, 2 of his favorite people are fighting, he will be fair, and he will sit down and take the right decision. He will weigh the options and then take the decision. That is the kind of guy he's in private. What is his deepest fear? We got the Page of Cups. When he has crushes on people, when he likes somebody, and that is, he actually fears relationships because they matter so much to him. It's kind of a funny thing, because one reason could be maybe because he has issues putting boundaries where in relationships. So when he loves somebody, he just allows that person to just walk over him in many ways. And so that's what he's very careful in forming relationships. He's very careful in picking up friends, because once they become friends, they matter so much to him. So it is like if they go away, then it's adding pain to their life, to his life. So he worries about that. As what he desires the most, we have the Hangman as the biggest desire. I think he wants peace. He wants his fast life to take a stall, He's burned out. He wants to, take a vacation. He wants to find some time for himself where he can think about his own needs, think about himself, do some soul searching. That is the desire where he wants a break from his fast life. And I think he's interested in spirituality to some extent, and I think he also wants to look at developing his spiritual self. I never expected this at all from this personality read, but this is what I got, that this is what he wants. He wants a break, a time out, and then do things for himself. Just maybe go on vacation and do things on his own. That is what he wants. He might be also feeling the need for settling down. He might also want to, he might be considering settling down soon. I do feel like that. That is why he's thinking so much about it. And he's, literally hanging upside down, I would say, thinking of how I can make this happen. So he's taking the time out to think about, what he wants to do in life, how he wants the next 5 years, how he wants the next 10 years. He desires that time out to, answer all these deep questions which he has. So that was his personality read, and now let's look at his career. Let's see how his career is going. Okay, such lovely cards. All right. In his past, we have the Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So in his past, initially he went through some difficulty even getting into this. When we look at this past, I'm looking at, way past, general summary of his past. And so he's definitely gone through some pain, some heartbreak. Because again, we have the Two of Cups over here. So even though these are love cards, in the career, what I would say is it's been an up and down for him. Like here we have down, we have up, and here, we have like a wavy thing. He has definitely been with his co-stars, fallen in love with his co-stars in the past. So this Two of Cups could be that also. Because as I said, this guy relationships mean everything to him. So even when he is working, for him, he becomes friends with everybody he's working. Those relationships matter to him. And initially, he has gone through a lot of pain. Maybe he faced some betrayal. Maybe people he trusted or he worked with betrayed him. So he's gone through a little bit of heartbreak. But then we have the Ace of Pentacles with a lot of, new projects which have done well for him. And we have the Two of Cups, which shows that he has got many good relationships, which he had in his past, in his career. So I think he's a very, very friendly person. In his present, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, we see that his present fortune is going to change, and we are going to find him doing even better. So I think he's working on a project right now. We are seeing a new project which he's going to absolutely love, going to come up. It's going to start soon. And we see the Queen of Wands over here. So I think he's going to start this project with somebody who's like the Queen of Wands, and he's going to absolutely love this project. And this project is going to be very good for him. It's happening in the present, so I don't know which project he's doing now. So it would be like within 1 month we would hear about this. That, or maybe someone who's following him can put down in the comments and tell me which project he's doing. That his project is going to really do well, and it's going to be something which makes him very happy. It is making him very happy right now. In the future, also in career cards, we have a Ten of Cups, which is a lot of emotional fulfillment. So this is not just about the project doing well. He will be critically appraised also well, where people will praise him and tell him like, he's acted really well, or he's done a really good job, because that is something very important to him. He, I think, has already got the finances, the money which he wanted to make. What he wants is that appreciation for his work, and I think he's going to get it in the future. We have the Star, again a very bright card, and he's even going to rise higher than he already is right now. We have also the King of Wands, which again shows that he's going to have a very, very strong future, where he's going to become even more stronger than he is. I mean, like, he's already the king of the at least of the romance genre, but I don't know what project is coming which is going to even make it bigger than he is right now. So a very good future standing ahead of him. Now let's look at his love life. Okay, so this is again very interesting. In his past, obviously, there have been women. We have the Empress, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So he liked somebody who was older than him, definitely once when he was younger. And he's definitely gone through betrayal. He's gone through being left, like people have walked away. And he's also got, so he's like somebody younger than him. He's like somebody older than him. He has definitely both, more than that. Yeah, at least 2 women definitely in his past. And I think the public also knows about this. But definitely there has been some sort of betrayal over there. So he has been hurt in his past. In his present, we have 9 of Wands, the Moon, and the World. So in the present, we are finding that his love life, he's putting a lot of effort into his love life. In the sense, he has worked hard to make this work. But there is the Moon, which shows that, there's cloudy judgment. There is being afflicted by the Moon. Moon makes us, moody, and even when nothing is there, you end up making a mountain out of a molehill. That is what happens with the Moon. You are afraid. You are thinking that the person is going to leave you. All those kind of emotions come with the Moon, And here we have the World. So I feel he's going to achieve whatever he wants. It's with his love life, whoever he wants, whoever he is with, he's going to get that person completely. And for some reason, I feel he's going to, propose. I feel this is a ring, and I feel he's going to propose. That is what I feel. It's going to happen soon. After that, we get the Tower card, which shows that maybe after he does say yes to the person, or the person says yes to him, they're going to go through a lot of crap. I mean, in a sense, a lot of difficulty. A lot of negativity is going to come their way. But they will survive. They will survive. And with the Ace of Wands, I think it's passion which is renewed, because we have it along with the Judgment. So this renewal, after going through this Tower card, they're going to be born again with the same passion as before, or even more, or even stronger. So after they go through this Tower card, I think they will come out stronger. We have the Judgment, where she's literally being reborn. She's finding her strength inside. And we have the Ace of Wands, which shows renewed passion. If it was any other, person, I would say maybe this is a new relationship. But looking at, because it's come with the Judgment, because it's come with this Tower card, I feel it's renewal rather than something new. Whatever is going to get lost or destroyed over here is going to get renewed over here. So let us see whether this comes out as I have said, or it's going to be something else. And we will keep a watch. I hope the public will know. If you all have any other questions, please write to me. Please comment, and I will see if I can answer them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.